Good morning. It is Sunday. We have, I guess, a free day. Every day is a free day, I guess. But we're trying to get some stuff done. We're going to do, we got this pile of wood here from Tom. It's basically just a bunch of cedar. And I'm going to use it for my flooring. And also, it's cedar siding. I'm going to use it for the chicken coop. So we're going to process that a little bit for the chicken coop, basically just pulling nails. Right now I'm heading to the old shop. You can see in here, I got most of the old shop in here. And I am just looking for something that may actually still be over there. A little tote. I'm gonna make an effort to clean up as much as I can off the floor and stuff, just because I like when I do a bunch of metal work and stuff, I just kind of take all the metal out and I spread it around. But my in-laws are coming home today, and that's their property, so I'm going to clean it up a bit. Right now, I'm looking for a tote that I can carry some stuff in, but I don't see one, but I see a couple buckets, so I'll bring these buckets with me. So anyways, today I'm going to take you along and see how much stuff we can get done. I'm going to try to get some of that wood processed, take all the nails out so that we can re-nail it to the chicken coop. Probably start doing that tomorrow or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. We'll figure it out. And then, what else? I don't know. There is a list of things to do. We got the window, the kitchen window, put in as well. Dakota and I did that, and Ashley, and that was a struggle. We were trying our hardest to like get it out, but the caulking or glue or whatever it was that was holding it in was so strong. I've never had one hold that well before, but we finally did get it out.
This is the strongest stuff on the planet. Whatever this product is, I endorse it.
Well, it is sitting on a ladder.
Oh. I didn't realize.
But nonetheless, dude.
And then yeah, it was I had thought that it was those strings were holding it up still, but they were not. It was resting on the ladder, but I was like, what the heck? How is this stuff so strong? But yeah, that was an ordeal. We got that. You saw that we got the eaves troughs and the soffit fascia done. It looks pretty. What? My voice is cracked. It looks pretty good. It'll look much better once we get the siding done. Who knows when we'll get that done? Check it out. Yesterday I went to a wedding, so while I was waiting for us to leave, I decided to draw some more on the truck a little bit. I was gonna have a video of me drawing on the truck solely by itself. I'm just gonna close the shop here, but it's been raining so much, and I wanted the video to kind of flow in a way, and it's not gonna work, so I probably won't do a video on itself. Oh, that's a woodpecker. One of those big red ones. What do you call them? I forget. Anyways, I'm gonna head out, try to get as much done as I can. I got some stops to make and stuff like that, so yeah, follow along. I need to get some paper for certificates. I had gotten a few of those. Where are they? I had gotten a few of these, but they're not going to work for the sculptures and stuff that I'm going to be releasing all the sculptures with certificates in the new year. And so now we're experimenting with different types of paper, different sizes, different designs and stuff. So just looking for a good paper that I can use for them. Antique laid business paper looks like it'll be good. It feels cool, looks nice, so I'm gonna go with this. and I need a paper cutter, but I'm gonna see if I can find one online used, like secondhand or whatever, because dang, those are more expensive than I thought they would be. All right, yeah, so got the paper that I would like to use for the certificates. I think I'm gonna do like small certificates so that they can fit with the sculpture and be shipped and everything be nice, rather than having big packages to fit big certificates so that they don't get bent and all that stuff. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'll likely draw the design, like the whatever the fancy designs are on the edges. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do for that, but I'm gonna try to do something for that. And then the envelopes and stuff would probably just be like a regular envelope, just like the other ones are. So like for the paintings, I have like the big ones, but that's because they can fit behind the painting, and then they just go in a manila envelope, and yeah, they're good and whatever. So in the new year, I'm going to be releasing the sculptures with a descriptive. I think it's going to be a descriptive certificate, just so that yeah, I don't know how I'm going to make them correlate with the sculpture. So that I was thinking about doing it with a photo, but that seems like it's going to be a lot of extra work. And it's not going to look very nice. So I probably will do a descriptive, and then I'll put I'll punch in a signature or something on the metal sculptures, the wood sculptures, however, whatever the sculpture is made out of. I'll try to sign it in such a way that it correlates with the certificate, and that'll just be for your insurance purposes or your future whatever, if they become valuable, all that kind of stuff. You'll be able to use those. Now I'm heading over to the in-laws. I also got a call from one of my friends who is actually my old boss, my framing boss when I was framing full-time as a job. He needs help moving a dishwasher or something, or a washing machine. I think it was a washing machine. And he has a sign from one of his clients that shattered, and he was wondering if I might be able to do something with it. It's a John Deere sign, I guess. So it might be something that I can do something with, or it might not be. We'll see. Man, it is empty in here. Look at this. I mean, it's still full of junk and stuff, but the only power tools I think I have here are what I use for welding and stuff. So all that jazz is going to stay here for a while. Everything else I'm going to pack up and bring to the other shop. And I'm going to be getting, I think, a shipping container to hold everything, so that I can work on my shop. It's very important that I get the shop done. I don't think I'm going to be able to build the shed this year because it's just way too wet. We can't do the landscaping and stuff. It's just, yeah, it's just raining way too much. It's really thrown a monkey wrench in my plans for the summer. I had no idea it was gonna rain this much. And the thing that made me suspect that it would be a good summer is that it was predicted that it would be a long, hot, dry summer, and it was exactly the opposite. It was the longest winter we've ever had. It was, what, 9 months of winter or something stupid? That's probably inaccurate. But it was really long and cold, and it breached into the summertime time. There was no spring, and then it rained all summer. So, yeah. You know what? Since I have all this junk on the floor, why don't I make something to help get rid of some of it, and then I'll pack all the rest up in the buckets and stuff that I brought, plus the buckets that are already here, and then we'll go on to the next errand. So someone ordered random bug on their request for something to be made by me for them, and I decided a grasshopper. I haven't made a grasshopper yet. It was made out of just a bunch of random stuff, as you saw. I don't think I'll be able to make another one just like this because I used a nail bar claw for the body underneath his belly there, underneath the railroad spike. But that was pretty fun to make. Now I'm going to clean up all of this mess and get the heck out of here. Man, taking all the stuff that I had buried, sort of, like not necessarily buried, but I had set aside to not use for a while. Like this. This is a, wow, it's very dusty. This is a business card holder I had made for our store one time. We sold business card holders all the time. And this is one that didn't sell. It's a broken heart, obviously. But man, it just gets dusty, but it brings back memories. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when I made that. But anyways, we're just coming to an end of the cleanup for here. I mean, I'm still going to be using the space, mostly just this, while my other shop is being built out. So the boxes are getting harder and harder to pack. Like, I don't know what else to put in there. I mean, there's still stuff on the walls and stuff, but since this isn't necessarily in the way, if anyone else wants to use this space, I'm just probably going to call her a day for the cleanup. So got all my paints and stuff. Yeah, all my tools are out of here. I still have some stuff here and there that I'll probably regret not taking right away, but I got some stuff in my truck. Yeah, all like this art, the decorative stuff, this is something that Will made. I'll have his channel in the description. He doesn't have a video of making that, but hopefully he will do some more releasing of videos shortly. It's very busy. But anyways, all this art stuff, I'm going to take it down when I have my shop ready to accept the art on the wall. And I'll probably do it differently than I've done it in here. But I don't know. Who knows? It's all depends on how things go. Beavis and Butthead are definitely going to come. They're going to be looking through a window over there, I think. But yeah, I think we're done. I wish I could take this door with me. Yeah, because of this. Here's Johnny. Got that painted on there. So I'm hoping to take that. I'm hoping to take that piece of wood off there, or maybe I'll just paint it on the door that I have over there. I'm not too sure, but I'm done here now. I'm gonna head over to my friend's house. Oh yeah, check that out. That's a picture that I drew on a wall of a house I was working on, and I liked it, so I tried to take it off the wall, but I smashed it by accident. Like, it all broke as I was pulling it off because that's plaster. But I thought maybe this would be cool if I put it all back together and then put it in this old frame. A lady driving by saw me making that whale that you may have seen. See if I can put a picture right here that I have on my trail now. She saw it in the yard while I was working. I was inspired by the ocean and stuff. I was making that out in, I started making it out in BC on Vancouver Island. Anyways, she gave me this and a whole bunch of other frames, including this one right here. Hopefully I can find a picture that Dakota used. And that one's from the early 1800s apparently, according to her, but I don't know. Okay, I realized I just went on a ADD, lose track of what I was saying. So just in case, I'm gonna slip this clip in there. I just finished cleaning up, so now I'm gonna go do what else I have to do for the rest of the day. I'm not sure if I communicated that I was here to clean up a little bit so that my in-laws didn't come home to a mess. I'm not sure if they're going to be using that space or anything, but it's cleaned up enough that it's not like, what the heck is this? So that was the goal. I ended up making some stuff and then I cleaned up after. Yeah, so yeah, makes sense. On my way to Jason's now. For those asking about Walter the cat, he's still alive, but he's moved. He now lives here, which is, my in-laws live beyond this property. But that's Walter. For those of for those OGs who've been with me from the beginning and asked about Walter, he's still good. Every once in a while, I'll see Walter and I'll say hi to him, give him a pet. I don't have time now, so I didn't now, but just thought I would let the OGs know that Walter is good, because every once in a while I get a question asking if he's good. What the heck kind of bug is that? And there you go, proof he's good. Still walking around. He moved because of Hank, and then he just hasn't moved back. He was a different neighbor's cat. We kind of adopted him because they never took care of him, as in they kept him out in the freezing cold and stuff, which lots of people do that with their cats. But yeah, so he came over because we let him inside. Then we got Hank. so I'm here at my buddy Jason's house. This is the sign that I was saying I might be able to do something with. So I didn't realize that it's a plexiglass sign or whatever that material is, and it's obviously missing some chunks. And basically the idea is to Frankenstein it back together to look cool, I guess. Basically, where his body is cut off and his antlers are gone, we would fill this in with wood, and then all that pattern, right, would be painted onto the wood, which would match this. So it would be green and then yellow. The only thing is that the colors aren't going to match. So it'll be the new John Deere green. We'll use the actual colors that they have and the new John Deere yellow. And then the contrast would look cool, at least in my opinion. It's a matter of if your client will think it looks good. But then here, we'd put a mat and a mat. Or, well, it would be wood, but let's just call it a mat. Yeah. And that would be yellow. So from this green to that yellow, obviously this is all faded, right? But we'd make it yellow, and then we'd have a frame kind of shadow box style, like come up. Yeah. And then that would be green. And I think that patterning would look cool, and it would make it look like all the pieces that we replaced wouldn't look out of place, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so one of the client that he's currently working for, or this one in particular, is very, very wealthy. He's a sign collector and whatnot, and this is one that he had and hung outside, and it got lost in the wind and it shattered. And he was going to throw it out or just use the pieces for something else. Apparently he doesn't throw much out, even though he's very, very wealthy. Maybe that's how he became wealthy, I don't know. I'm not supposed to say much about him, but he was going to get rid of this sign, and my buddy was like, hey, I have a guy who I know who might be able to make something cool out of it, and can I show him this and maybe tell you his idea? So I'm not sure if he'll like my idea. I wasn't actually aware that it was a plastic sign. I thought it was like something made out of metal or wood or something. I didn't know what it was. He likes things looking as original as possible, so what I have in mind is not exactly original by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not really reaching far out of there. So if he likes my idea, then perhaps I'll be working on that piece when I have time and space to do it. Now I'm just heading back home to try to get some of the work done there. Hey, buddy. Hey. Alright, so first thing on the list, Ashley has already started. It's gonna denail a lot of the siding that I had picked up with Ryan. Ryan actually gave me a hand, and he lent me the trailer. Well, he took the trailer and then he just left the trailer here so that we could have everything, you know, kind of all in one spot. And he gave me a hand picking it up and then bringing it here. It was really nice of him. I'll put the link to his channel in the description if you want to check out what he does. And basically, it's just cedar siding, and it came off the house really nicely that I got it from. That was Tom, I believe his name is. And he gave me some other stuff in the past, and then I went to go pick up more, and he said that I could have all the stuff on his house. There's more to get as well, but they hadn't picked it off just yet. So stoked about this, so we can get more progress on the chicken coop, and also gonna use it for my floor as well, which is gonna be awesome. Like, so the planks aren't gonna be super wide, but I love the look of cedar flooring, so I'm pretty stoked.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Alright, now while Ashley is down there still denailing, I came up to insulate my skylight. I got some instructions from the skylight guy on how to do it, even though I should have done it before the shingles were done.
He said that I could do it this way, showed me how to do it, basically gave me some instruction, and so that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna do all the flashing and stuff, blah 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 blah, and it should be good to go. So I'm gonna do this while she's down there, and then I'm ready to put the skylight in. I already ordered it, so, well, I have to give them the final dimension tomorrow, which is why I'm doing this now, but because they open up tomorrow, Monday. Yeah, I'm getting excited. I already paid for it, so it'll be coming soon.
All right, got her figured. So first I put the polystyrene, caulked that on, made it nice and sealed everywhere. Then I put my 1x over top of it, and that's just so that the skylight doesn't rest on top of the styrofoam, because you know it's not that strong. So I put the 1x on there, and then I put the flashing around it, and then I overlapped it. It doesn't really matter because this is a counter flashing on top of other. It's already been flashed and everything's good. This is just so. I don't know why I did it like that. I guess that's just because that's how I think a person who actually does this does that. I mean, I don't know, because I don't do this ever. So, yeah, it wasn't that difficult, but I'm ready. This is probably the most difficult part, cutting around stuff like this and making it look good. But I think it turned out pretty decent. Once the skylight is on there, then all of this flaring out will be taken care of, because it should fit pretty snug. I'm pretty stoked about having a skylight. It's weird to have it in a closet, but it looks good. Like when the light is just shining through, it just lights up the whole closet. It's awesome. I mean, I'll probably put a skylight on the shop as well at some point, but I don't know. I just like this idea. It's going to be an escape hatch, so this will be my roof access. So putting on Christmas lights and all sorts of stuff like that. Or if I just wanted to chill up here, I'm not sure why I would want to do that, but what if I wanted to? What if there was a good meteor shower or something? I could chill up here with my queen. That would be awesome. But for now, since I have so much left to do still, well, a decent amount anyways, I'm going to go help Ashley finish up the boards over there, because she's been working on that this whole time, right after I put the plastic on here. So I was just putting the tools away, and then I was going to put this sheeting that I threw off the roof. This was what was used to cover the hole in the roof, and then I see this piece had speared into the ground. That's kind of funny. Alright, Ashley did most of them, but we got them all de-nailed and ready to be used. Some of them, like these ones that we're leaving on the ground, those are going to be for the floor. We're going to pick those up in time. We're just going to use these basically right away, hopefully tomorrow in fact. Now we're just going to go take a love tapper and smash apart the railing for the deck, because we have plans for that coming up, and that was one of the things we wanted to do today. It's already getting dark though. It gets dark really early now. So annoying. Basically our goal is just to take the railing off. We're going to keep the deck itself on for now for the winter. We have a bunch of nails that we need to bash down, because shoveling this off is a pain in the neck. But we're going to eventually take all that dirt and spread it here. So we're going to take off a couple planks. Probably not today, just because it's getting dark. And we're going to spread the dirt there just so that we have a grade coming away from the house. There you go. That was easy. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have a treated deck. That is rotten to nothing. Pulled that off like what, 3 folds or something? The whole thing came off. Alright, now since tomorrow is mail day, and I haven't packed up any of my packages yet to send out. I am going to do that now because I don't want to scramble in the morning because I'm going to be working on the chicken coop tomorrow, and I got 2 people helping me, Chakota and then Jarrett, the guy from Confections. So one lady has this plus a whole bunch of other things, and basically what I do is I keep all these boxes and different packing material and basically just reuse that to pack things up. And I just happen to have a box that I think will fit for this order, which is good because it's going to be kind of expensive. It's going to be heavy and a big package to send. So I'm hoping it's not too much because she's a really good supporter of mine and I appreciate her. So I'm going to try. Ooh, hey, look at this. Do you remember this guy? So when I found this guy, I asked you guys to name him, but he actually already has a name. I forget what his name is exactly, but something Adam Man or something like that. Aunt Adam, something like that. So he already has a name, but I'm keeping that guy close by because he's cool, even though I forgot I had him. Just happened to see him in this box. Anyways, I'm gonna get to packing here. I'm sure I had a point, but I don't know what it was. Okay, so the first package has to fit these, and these 2 dragonflies, and then stickers are easy to put anywhere. I'm just throwing these in. Usually if you order something somewhat expensive, I guess you could say, I don't know if that's the right word, then I'll throw in a few stickers. I have just like a bunch right here. I don't really show what stickers I have. I usually just throw in a few. These are some of the My Hands Gallery ones there. Maybe Tesla's cool, dude, so I'll throw Tesla in there as well. Something like that. Guess I should see if this actually fits in here. Oh, perfect. That's actually perfect. Excellent. Ash is over there making supper because she's amazing. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up in bubble wrap so it doesn't get damaged. Not that it would necessarily, but I also don't want it coming through the box anywhere. Excellent. So I got the foot, the 2 dragonflies, some stickers, and the Hank's plank and the demotivational sign in here. And I think that'll be safe to send off. Next one's very easy. Just a single Hank plank going in an envelope. Swing! That's my to-go out pile. Next one is a bunch of prints. Ashley makes a whole bunch of these scrap papers here, and then they tell me what I have to put in a package. So, I don't know what I'm supposed to grab. Let me see here. Bring it with me. I have the prints downstairs. But anyway, she makes it super easy for me. She does most of the answering emails and stuff. I do it too sometimes, but she does it mostly. Alright, so we need Jumpman, Mamba Out, Fight, Tom Petty, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Frank Sinatra. Excellent choices. I have this handy dandy system where I just have them in these little boxes here, and then I put their titles on the box, and then I can just pull them up and then look through them and get the pieces I need. I have a whole bunch of these boxes. Well, I only have a few left. I used to have a whole bunch, and if you order a whole bunch of them, I usually try to stick them in there rather than roll them up because there's like 6 prints here or something like that. I don't want them to get all crinkly or whatever. Couple more prints for the next order, so that's pretty easy. These ones I'll probably roll up. So one thing that I should point out maybe is that for the open edition paper prints, like these ones, I often call them altered prints, which basically means that the original painting looks like this, but there's probably some missing or something like that for the paper print, so that we can avoid big white lines like this. So sometimes I don't alter it, and then sometimes I do, such as this one. So the original picture is right here, and you can see that there's more on the left side and maybe right side, a tiny bit on the right side, but mostly on the left side we have some cut off on this picture. So just be aware that if you're getting a paper print, it's an altered print, it's open edition. The canvas prints are basically exactly the same as the original, and then they're signed and numbered. These ones don't come signed and numbered, although this lady has requested that I do sign them, so I am going to sign these ones. Also, oftentimes the prints have the signature cut off. In this case, it's in here, and in this case, it's in here. So I'm just going to sign it on the opposite corner, just so that it looks nice. So when these are framed, or if they're going to be framed, the signature still shows and it looks good. Done. Next one is this piece. I've shared this on the Instagram, and quite a few people wanted it, but it's mostly, well, it's always first come, first serve basically for these. If someone flakes out, then I go on to the next person. This is something that I made a long time ago when my brother and I had that store. These were very easy sellers. I probably wouldn't make these again because they're not really my style, but it is kind of nice. I've had this for a long time, and I was basically just making a post about evolving and moving from one shop to another, you know, kind of evolving, whatever. And so some people wanted this, so thank you for the support. This is one that I had packed up earlier on in the week, so that'll just go there. The next one is Metal Skull. I had to go pick that up from Barry's bookstore there, so that one I can't do just yet. The next one here is Dragonfly, which is right there, so that's good. But she also wants a rose, like this one, and I have to make one, because this one is going to someone else in this pile. I know that, so I gotta pack that up with this fish, so I'll do that one next. Alright, so I can put that in there, and this slanty, so if I get some packing material, this should fit in the shoebox just perfect. And I will use the packing material that was in this shoebox. I think I got this in some fan mail. Some fan mail or whatever was in this box. So it's going back out. Alright, I think that little bit there will hold it up in place. Now if I stick some packing material in there so nothing gets all jumbled about, we'll be good, and I'll just fill all this in. Should be good. Something like that, and then I can close it up and then tape it up, and it should be good. The next one I have here is for 2 mosquitoes, but he hasn't paid quite yet, so we'll leave that one. That just means I have the tarantula to pack up. They want a certificate, and they're out in the UK, so I didn't want to send it off without putting that in there and then sending it later, because it's expensive to send out there. So we're going to make up something like that, a temporary one, on one of these sheets. If you recall earlier, I already got a bunch of these, so we're going to make up one for this, and then I'm going to make a design for in the new year where I'll have more. I think I'll email the person I want to give this to, and then I'll make a rose. Supper's almost ready. It smells super good, so I should hurry up because it's almost done. Alright, I only had time to email the lady about the grasshopper. I'm not sure if she wants it or not, but if she does, it's hers. I sent her some pictures. I think I'm just going to eat now, and then I'll finish the rest of this later. I gotta still make a rose so I can pack up the one other package and then make the certificate for the tarantula, and then I think that's it. I may hit the studio after if I have some time. After it's only 9:30, so maybe I'll start a painting. I have an idea for once. I'm going to prep a canvas that I had already started working on, and I decided I'm going to scrap that painting and do something else. So that's probably what I'll do. For now, I'm going to watch Alex's newest video. He did a live. His hearing is tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to knowing how things go.
So guys, fingers crossed, my toes are crossed, my eyes are crossed.
let's hope that everything goes well tomorrow.
Done dinner. That's pretty good. My wife's a pretty good cook. Even Roger agrees she's a good cook. We were talking on the phone not too long ago, and he just randomly tells me, you know, Ashley is a good cook. And I was like, okay, I will let her know. Anyways, I am lucky. I'm looking at my little tote here that I have, and I have enough blanks to make one rose, and I only need to make one right now. So this is a different color than what I used to make the other one. This one is more like an ivory color, and it has like this texture to it, this wood texture. So I'm gonna make let's see, yeah, I'm gonna make one rose, and I even have a stem. So the stems, just to kind of like what's the word, I don't know what the word is, but just so it kind of goes with what it is. These are from a flower bed gate thing, fence thing. I like to do that with some of my sculptures and put some of the real life. I don't know how to explain it, but this is from a flower bed. I'm making a flower. I hope you get it. So I have one left, which is great. So I'm going to quickly whip this up, get that packed with the dragonfly. I'll have to repack the dragonfly. Then do the certificate for the other thing. Then I'm done. Then I can relax. What time is it? Oh, it's 10 already. Okay. I had already punched this one, but I still have to punch these ones. And check out whose hammer I'm going to be using. This will probably become the hammer that I use for doing the roses. So I have like this little tote. I plan to make a new tote. And then here's another hammer I use. This is just a drywall hatchet. And that's where I give it the little texture, whatever, just to make it look more flowery. Although these textured pieces are kind of good already on their own. Ta-da! Blurry rose. Now I can pack this up with the old dragonfly, and then I only have one more to do. Alright, there we go. So this dragonfly was in there. This was originally going to someone else, and they changed their mind and got something else or something. I don't remember exactly. But obviously a rose can't fit in there, so I got this box here that I'm hoping that they will both fit into nicely. Something like that. And then they'll just have to be padded up and stuff so they don't wreck each other, and I think that'll work great. There we go. Ready to go out. Oh, there's a nice stack there to go out tomorrow. Wait, I need to put one more. So this is not what they will, whoops, almost didn't spell that right. This is not what they will look like when I actually start releasing certificates, but this gives us an idea. Okay, now, since this is not very super detailed, I'm also going to just put a little description right here so that they can link the actual sculpture to this, and it will all go together, sort of thing. But just in case, I'm not actually going to show what it says on camera. This will just be for the person who actually has bought it. Swing! Done. Ah, wonderful. Whoa. I gotta restack this. The mail lady is gonna hate me. Alright, it's 11:11. Make a wish. I'm gonna go down into the studio, lay some paint on that canvas,
and then let that dry, and I'll probably go to bed. Check out how cool this painting looks with the light shining on it. One of my white paintings I did for Halloween last year or the year before. It was for an art show that actually never happened. I made a few of them. In fact, I have another one in here. Well, actually, I have all the rest of them in here, except for one I brought to a gallery in Red Deer. The brain, a hand, and a heart. Oh, I have another hand somewhere, but the heart, it got damaged. It got ripped. Where'd the other hand go? Oh, the other hand's over here. Right there. A left and a right hand. But yeah, this is the painting that I am going to be covering up. It's a cool concept. I was going for a cartoony look, and then when I started putting the graffiti on it, I didn't like it. So I may explore that concept again. I'm not sure though. I just thought it would be cool to have graffiti on an old steam engine, but not now. I'm going to cover that back up with white, just a little bit of white paint, and then put a new painting over it. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I'm torn between two ideas, so yeah, I'll have to think. I'll have to sleep on it. How about that? 'Cause this is going to be wet for a while because it's so thick. I don't want the train to show through, so I'm going to put a nice layer on it. I'll have to think about it. There it is, all white and ready for a new subject. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be. I don't know. I had originally came up with that concept and idea with the old-fashioned steam engine train for a church youth group. It was going to be the engine, coal cart thing, whatever those are called, and a caboose in a row on their back wall of their youth room. Obviously, that didn't come to be, but I did make them a cool coffee table that they ended up liking. I'll put the link to the build video in the description if you want to check that out. Anyways, since I'm done this, I'm going to take a shower and hit the hay. And I should say that the lady who I emailed about the grasshopper decided that she does want it. She emailed me back. She's in Australia, so it's probably daytime for her right now. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so that is not available, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make any more. Anyways, I had to hit the hay. It's kind of getting late. This would happen on the very last hole. So frustrating. We're going to try to get her out now. We feel some play in it, so